Welcome to Lefkada, Greece, an island that is not Mykonos or Santorini, because here at the Adventurous Adulthood, we are all about finding those hidden gems and unique destinations. I'm Linda, and at 33, I decided to sell everything to travel the world and live my bucket list. Adulthood hasn't really been the same since. The great thing about this island is that you don't actually have to take a ferry to get here. It's on the Ionian Sea, and it's about a 4.5-hour drive from Athens. And I have lots of other insight into that. Let's just hold on. On the west side of the island, which is right over there, across those mountains, is where some of the Mediterranean's nicest beaches are found, and we're gonna get into the beaches a little bit later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. The east coast of the island is actually known for its kind of small traditional villages, and then here in the south is Vasiliki, which is a small town that has a population of about 400, and most of the locals are engaged in fishing. The wind has just picked up, but this is actually why people come here. It's a really big sailing destination, and it is a sought-out place for windsurfers to come. Since I know you're a thrill seeker like me, one of the things that we do for the Adventurous Adulthood and to get those bucket list checks is, try new things and push ourselves outside of our comfort zone. So one of the best places in the world to go windsurfing is apparently here, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today. I love my board sports, but I've never actually tried windsurfing. I'm a little nervous. We watched an instructional video last night, and I was dreaming about my technique, which I don't even know what the good technique is or what would be bad, but let's see how it goes. And I'm going with these fools. So here along the waterfront, there's a really nice long strip where you can just walk along. There's hotels on either side. Well, actually no, they're just on the right side, and then the ocean's on the left. And there's a few schools where you can sign up to take lessons. We actually found one of the more budget-friendly options was all the way at the end. You can always see there's lots of people going out sailing and doing the windsurfing, and especially in the afternoon, because apparently in the afternoon the wind picks up a lot more than right now. So that's why the lessons are in the morning, and in the afternoon is just when kind of the instructors and those who know what they're doing go out. First windsurfing lesson done. Holding this camera right now is exhausting. My arms are so tired. But yeah, it was definitely challenging, like trying to balance yourself and then pulling up the sail, which feels so heavy at first. But in the end, managed to do the 180 turns and not go straight. I would like to say that I was able to kind of surf across, but no. In fact, what I was able to do was just, drive right at people, basically. So anybody and everybody had to get out of my way. But there you go, that's how it went. It was definitely exhausting, but a really cool learning experience and really fun. So we're actually doing it again to try and get a little bit more advanced, I guess. Or just get better, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. My arms are so tired, I'm so tired. All right, let's talk about the beaches on Lefkada, because there are actually 26 beaches on this island. As I said before, the western side of the island has what are some of the Mediterranean's most beautiful beaches, or labeled to be as the Mediterranean's most beautiful beaches. And there are actually 3 that fall into this category, and I'm gonna put those on the screen for you here because I probably will just destroy those names. So since I travel full time, that means I'm also working while traveling, which means that I don't have all the time in the world to go visit all of these places, but we did manage to see 3 of the beaches, starting with Porto Katsiki, which is one of the most popular beaches. However, note that you do have to pay for parking here, as you do at most of them. But the parking here during the day was, I believe, 20 euros. We went after 4 o'clock when it was only 5 euros, so just be aware of that. And the drive there is actually really beautiful because you can kind of keep going a little bit further south and you get to a place called, I believe, the Cape of Lefkada, where there's a really nice lighthouse and some incredible views. So we've just been driving from Lefkada town, not Lefkada town, from Vasiliki to Porto Katsiki beach, which honestly, one of the best drives I've ever done. It was just the cutest little towns and the most stunning views. And now this is where we've come to. And I mean, the shades of blue are just insane. And other than that, we also went to Milos Beach. All right, so right now we are on our way to Milos Beach. We drove about 40 minutes north of Vasiliki, and I forgot the name of the town, but I'll throw that on the screen for you guys. And basically we just got to an area where there are tons of cars parked along the side of the road, so we stopped here, and now it's about, I think, a 20-minute hike to get to the beach. And this must be the top, and this is what we see. And last but not least, we also visited Agifilis Beach. Now this one is also a pebble beach, even though it's like really almost sandy when you get into the water, but then there's like rocks and stuff everywhere, and it's really pretty. It's a bit smaller than like Porto Katsiki's, for example, but also very busy. I don't think there's a beach here that doesn't have lots of people on it. But it's beautiful, so we're just gonna enjoy it for a little bit now. And finally, let's get into the costs and other things you should know about Lefkada. But first, check the link in the description to sign up for my 5-day email series, which is all of my best tips and tricks for starting to live an adventurous adulthood like me. It's just gotten super windy, so I'm gonna set myself back here in this little corner and hope that it's not too bad. If you're anything like me and you need a little bit of variety and adventure in your life as well, then why not go mountain biking here? There are some really, really beautiful mountains with some incredible views, and best of all, you get to go a little bit more off the beaten path and see some really cute small towns and just stunning sunset views like we were able to. I mean, the drive down here was really great, really beautiful. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I probably won't take the camera, but I will link the company that we're using in the description below. I think we're all dying a little bit, but we made it here. You get your first little boo-boo? Yeah. That's cute. I haven't ready, I'm just Don't worry if you're new to mountain biking, they do have kind of casual beginner rides, but then there's also intermediate to advanced trails here. And best of all, the company that we used took us to Nidri, which is a really picturesque little harbor town on the east side of the island. And last but not least, something that I would have loved to do here, but we weren't able to fit into all 3 of our schedules, is getting out on a boat to see some of the not easily accessible beaches. It's definitely one of the best things to do around here. You have a few options for it. So you can either take a big kind of tour boat that costs about 20 euros, and it'll take you to some of the neighboring islands as well, like Ithaca and Kefalonia. The other option you have is to hire a boat, and you can either organize a private tour with that or just hire the boat for the day. The private tours, I believe, start at about 180 euros for 5 hours.
But again, it's a really, really great way to see some of the beaches that are not accessible by car, and just that beautiful, beautiful water out there, getting out there and around those cliffs. I bet is amazing. I really wish we could have done that, but yeah, so that's definitely something you should add to your list if you manage to make it here. So basically here in Basiliki, the average cost is about 50 euros per night for kind of a mid-range accommodation. Obviously you have, everything from really nice water, ocean view places to more of the kind of budget-friendly options a little bit further away from the water, which is where we're staying. At the moment, we've got a 1-bedroom apartment and we're spending about 80 euros a night per person, and I'm sharing this space with 2 people, so it's perfect for us because obviously we work remotely, so we need the space, and we tend to cook a lot to save money, so that's also another good thing about this place, even though it does make it a little bit more expensive. And I think that will do it for our time here in Lefkada. Until next time, be good to one another, be good to our planet, and keep adventuring.